now of this field, this sentience. As a sentient being, meeting all sentience right here through the portal of you. Feel what a miracle that is. And it might look like nothing is happening, but everything is right here. Good morning, Joni. Welcome. So this morning, feeling into the atmosphere felt like every single being in form and formless realm was all singing the same pitch, the same note, the same frequency. And it was a convergence of the song. And so the transmissions will be of that frequency. But first, let's call in all of the support, all of the amplifying support that we can harness. We call in this beautiful herd that stands behind me, just being, holding space, breathing, interbreathing with us all, this herd of light. Yoshi, Teddy, Taz, Khalil, Travis, and Omar, who's in the unseen realms. And of course, Mama Cow, who just mooed. And we call in the trees and all the greenery of life, the plants, the flowers. We call in Mother Gaia herself. And any being that comes into your heart or mind, just know they're here, merely by you tuning your attention to them. Call in your most beloved animal companions that you share day-to-day life with. Those that have passed on out of their forms and are in the formless realms, right here. They are nearer than near. Our beloved feline companions. Call in all of our beloved healing horses that are in our lives. There's so many of us who have these incredible horse beings in their lives, and we all do. Let's call in all the wild animals, all the domesticated animals who are still wild at heart. The oceanic beings, the winged ones, the winged light beings who go beyond name or category, but are such high vibrational touchstones for our own spirit. We call in the elements, the sun, fire, air, earth, ether. And call call in our human brothers and sisters. The human kindreds all across the globe are on this spiral of awakening. And those who have dissolved their form that we perhaps knew and loved in our human family as well as animal family, but are vast and free in the formless realms. And let's go vaster, even vaster than that, and invite in the supernovas, the stars, the galaxies, the whole cosmos, the moon, the sun, the planets we know of and don't know of, and space itself. So calling in this convergence of sentience and feeling the intention in our own sentient beingness of why we are here in this very moment. Feel that heart intention, that deep in your bones intention of why you are here in this gathering right now, converging in this way. Just breathe that out into the center, like a flower being placed in a bouquet. And then we breathe in the subtle fragrance of this bouquet. And breathe it out to the whole. And I like to use the tone Om to tone out this offering, but you can do it silently on your breath, or you can tone a word or your own sound. But it's a way of really allowing this sacred convergence of frequency to be offered out. First inhaled and breathed in, and then released with unabashed abandon. So we have created a sacred field with our attention and our intention, feeling a web of sentience that you are part of, interbreathing with. And welcome, welcome to you all. Thank you so much for being here on this auspicious day. These transmissions came through on a very high note, a very high frequency, a chord that is just luminous today. And so let's remember that because we are human, we share with words often, but these words are frequency carriers. And so to really allow the process of becoming a transceiver, which is a a receiving and a transmitting quality to your vessel, which all nature beings have. And lo and behold, we do too, as nature beings. So we transceive. So just like water molecules receive vibrations, become mandalas and different arrangements of this frequency, co-creativity, and then transmit something from that, our water molecules are also reforming, realigning, and co-creating. So we allow these parts of ourselves to tune and to receive and to flow. Again, these transmissions mostly came from the convergence of all of nature as one voice. It was as if the whole world stopped and there was this space for deeper listening. And then there was this really kind of frequency of an exalted proclaiming that started to echo through the blossoms that were falling from the trees, and started to echo out through the morning dove, who just was cooing like I'd never heard her before, and the mama cow who was mooing, and the sun and the dirt and the herd here, and all of your hearts. Travis is taking a sun bath. Let me turn the camera around. This is so beautiful. He is getting ready, fully opening to transceive. If you know Travis, he doesn't usually do this during our gatherings. But today is such a day. Yeah, you have to roll around a little. Get ready. So, our first transmission today. Thank you, Travis. You gave the first transmission. And the second. Okay. So here's some word vehicles to feel into. The new earth. The resurrection body. The embodied diamond body. Feel the frequency of these word vehicles. Feel the effects of these word vehicles on the very molecules of water of your physical body and on the subtle currents of the ether of your subtle body. The new earth, the resurrection body, the embodied diamond body. Feel the frequency of these words as who you are. It is time. The moment is now. There has been a fully sufficient directed amount of pressure, a collective, co-created alchemical ingredient of pressure put upon the innermost process of birthing and deathing. And the amount of this pressure has been sufficient now. And it is time now for the revelation of rebirth to be exclaimed and proclaimed silently, here and now. There has been sufficient pressure exerted upon these lumps of coal to behold now the inevitability of the emergence of the diamond, the collective diamond body, the resurrection body, the new earth body. But how will you know it is true? It is true. It is true that this lump of coal has indeed pressurized, alchemized, and become a diamond if your focus, magnetized through your attention, is predominantly upon the rough edges. If your charged reactivity is primarily on the unpolished appearance of this unearthed diamond. If your predominant energy is tethered to a reactivity toward these rough edges, or to the dirt not yet fully cleaned from the diamond's outer surface, what then will you perpetuate? And look in within yourself and feel, see, know the shimmering diamond translucence that holds even the roughest edges, even the most soiled, unpolished facets. Yes, it's time to realize the embodied diamond body of who you are. And it's time to co-create from that rebirthed, embodied realization. This rebirthed, embodied realization of the diamond body within you, as all of nature, as the whole cosmos, as one diamond body here and now. So tuning into the water molecules and rearranging to the feeling in your subtle centers and in your body upon transceiving and leaning into the support of all of nature. Leaning into the support of your true nature. And I'll read this again. As everything was proclaiming this note, this very auspicious day. The new earth, the resurrection body, the embodied diamond body. Feel the frequency of these word vehicles. the new earth, the resurrection body, the embodied diamond body. Feeling this as who you are. And feeling the effect on the subtle energy currents of the ether within your subtle body, of the water molecules as they form fractals, mandalas of beauty. It is time. It is time in this moment. For there has been a fully sufficient directed pressure, collective, co-created alchemical ingredient needed of pressure. Full enough now. Put upon this innermost process of birthing and deathing. And it's time now for the revelation of rebirth to be exclaimed and proclaimed silently, here and now. Ah, bumblebee landed on my thumb. There has been sufficient pressure exerted upon these lumps of coal to behold the inevitability of the emergence of the diamond body, the collective diamond body, the resurrection body, the new earth body. But how will you know it is true? It is true, it is true that the lump of coal has indeed pressurized, alchemized, and become a diamond. If your focus, magnetized through your attention, is predominantly upon the rough edges, if your charged reactivity is primarily on the unpolished appearance of this unearthed diamond, if your predominant energy is tethered to a reactivity toward these rough edges, or to the dirt not yet fully cleaned from the diamond's outer surface, what then will you perpetuate? Look in and feel, see, know the shimmering diamond translucence that holds even the roughest of edges, even the most soiled, unpolished facets. Yes, it's time to realize the embodied diamond body of who you are, and to co-create from that rebirthed, embodied realization of the diamond body within you, as all of nature, as the whole cosmos, as one diamond body here and now. So let's take a moment to breathe with this transmission. Teddy here coming over with intention to support. Here's the transmission from Whale, just to give us a little more of a handheld, fin-held, tail-held support in this vast journey. Whale says, I would like to take you on a journey within our vastness, which is your vastness too. The energy from beneath the deepest ocean floor. The energy anchored into the very center of the earth. It just breathes its way through the subtle centers, rising up. This harnessed momentum bursts out the top of your head, higher than what you call the seventh chakra. Go much higher. But first go lower. Go lower into the rooted depths below the ocean, into the stillness. And then just be breathed. Be breathed through the top of your head, spouting out iridescent streams of light through the blowhole of the whole, the breath of the whole universe breathing through you. The blowhole is a portal of light. It's bursting higher than the crashing waves, higher than the blue sky. Breathe here with us now through this blowhole, bursting forth a wellspring of diamond light, forged from the pressure of life. And let go. And make sure when this light showers back down, bathing your aura and your body, make sure you let it in. Translucence bathing in itself with each infinite spiraling breath. So we invite in our kindred whale, companion on the way, nearer than near. Perhaps you see yourself underwater with a whale and experience this directly as the whale takes you on a journey within our vastness, which is your vastness too. The energy from beneath the deepest ocean floor into the very center of the earth is breathed through the subtle centers, rising up. This harnessed momentum bursts out the top of our head, higher than what you call the seventh chakra. Go much higher. But first, go lower into the rooted depths, to the rooted depths below the ocean, into the stillness, and be breathed through the top of your head. Spout out iridescent streams of light through the blowhole of the whole. You're the breath of the whole universe breathing through you. This blowhole is a portal of light, bursting higher than the crashing waves, higher than the blue sky. Breathe here with us now through this blowhole, bursting forth a wellspring of diamond light forged from the pressure of life. And let go. And make sure when this light showers back down, bathing your aura and body once again, make sure you let it in. Translucence bathing in itself with each infinite spiraling breath. So these words again, these word vehicles, the new earth, the resurrection body, the embodied diamond body, beginning to experience this as who you are. So going higher, but first going lower into the stillness and anchoring, feeling this infinite double helix of circulation. And as those transmissions were coming through this morning, Teddy came over with such intention and just stared at me. And he brought back a transmission from a while ago, which I won't share in full now, but it's a transmission of experiencing the true nature of your heart. So I'll share it later on in the month again. But for now, what he wanted to transmit was a revisiting. And he began by saying the tendency, the human tendency is to cave in your heart. And yes, there is a season to cave in. There is a season to cave in. And perhaps even to seal off or even barricade the threshold. But don't get stuck there. Don't get tripped up by the illusion of the conviction that the boulder blocking the door is impossible to move. The center, even the center of a boulder, even a strategically, intentionally placed boulder, its center too is luminous emptiness. And when the true nature of the boulder reveals itself, then it easily transforms. Then the corpse hidden in the cave, hidden from view, reveals its true nature as a body of light. The true nature of the human heart under pressure is supernova. Just like the coal's nature under pressure is diamond. The new earth, the resurrection body, the diamond body, the supernova heart has risen here and now. It's time to feel the diamond body that you are, the diamond body that is all of nature, the diamond body of the earth, of the cosmos, of the you, the me, as one. Yes, truly, it is time to silently proclaim the good news straight out the blowhole of your supernova heart. From Teddy. And I'm going to put the camera on Teddy right now, who's standing with Yoshi, looking off into the hills, holding space. The tendency is to cave in your heart. Yes, there is a season. There is a season to cave in and perhaps to seal or even barricade the threshold. But don't get stuck there. Don't get tripped up by the illusion of the conviction that the boulder blocking the door is impossible to move. The center, even the center of a boulder, even a strategically, intentionally placed boulder, its center too is luminous. Luminous emptiness. And when the true nature of this boulder reveals itself, then it easily transforms. Then the corpse, hidden in the cave, hidden from view, reveals its true nature as a body of light. The true nature of the human heart under pressure is supernova. Just like the coal's nature under pressure is diamond. The new earth, the resurrection body, the diamond body, the supernova heart has risen here and now. And it is time to feel the diamond body that you are. The diamond body that is all of nature. The diamond body of the earth, of the cosmos, of the you, the me, as one. Yes, truly, it is time to silently proclaim the good news straight out the blowhole of your supernova heart. So feeling now the transceiving frequency. Allowing the pressure of life to reveal its inevitable luminosity through you. Allowing these subtle circulations of light go deeper than the ocean floor into the center of Mother Gaia. And then from all the pressure, feeling the momentum of that flow upwards and bursting forth out the top of our head higher than ever before. Being reabsorbed. It's a self-sustaining flow. Feeling the infinite circulation with the whole. And just gently allowing your true nature to rebirth, to be seen as rebirthed. And allow that good news to silently waft through the air that we all interbreathe. Reclaiming that true nature of the heart, especially the heart under pressure. Its supernova vastness. We'll just sit for a moment breathing. And then when it feels time, we'll gently transition into a dialogue if anyone feels to share. But let's just absorb, transceive a bit silently. And as you feel the very water molecules within you realigning and changing and transforming, feel the molecules of air around you, and the potentiality of the natural co-creation of miracles in this vastness. And we'll gently transition from this deep, inner, direct immersion into the group space with an anchor on that still point. And a softening of the edges between inner and outer, a softening of the edges between other. And just check in with your inner voice, and if there's anything you would like to voice into this space to share, as one heart, please feel free. Unmute yourself and let your voice share freely. If it's something perhaps that was highlighted or wants to be delved into more, or space held for, or your experience thus far of our gathering, please feel free, but no pressure, because your silence also speaks.
Hi, Sabina.
Hello, hello, Kitty, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say, through your words and my imagery, that I just feel so enriched today for the realization of the new person that is emerging. It has brought tears of joy, and I just say thank you.
Thank you, Kitty. Thank you for reclaiming and seeing that emergence. I witness it in you, and you're witnessing it is everything. And I'm so glad that this field can allow a deeper resting in that.
It feels like that Easter egg is cracking open the shell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. Thank you for allowing.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Sabina, I feel the same. I feel infinite blessings being a part of this morning and sitting up here in this beautiful part of nature and watching the sunrise while this transmission happens. I just in tears with all this, with this beauty and depth. Yeah, infinite blessing. Thank you. Thank you all.
You look like the rising sun right now. So beautiful to see you and to feel you. Thank you for being here and co-creating these, these transmissions. They're not mine. They're ours.
Thank you.
Thank you, beloved. Yes. Oh, so beautiful. In Australia, the sun is rising. Ah, look at that. On Tanya's screen. Wow. Mm-hmm.
I have something that I reflected on during the transmission.
Yes, Heather. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Words like resurrection reminded me Easter and the complication of the literal Easter story of dying and in a cave with a boulder and then coming out and having a dinner, but moving it into a boulder which has its own space and light within it, and then the body being a light body suddenly made sense.
Wow.
And it never did before. It was
Right.
always,
Right.
it might have, yeah. So
Well,
thanks.
that's
That was great.
miraculous. That's miraculous.
Mm.
That is miraculous, because I understand those pathways, you know, the ones that have gotten so distorted, and we just kind of don't even go there because of the distortions. But to have a horse come and give that message, which is really what happened,
Yeah.
it kind of just went to a different level of, like you said, like an earthiness, and like almost like a natural evolutionary path.
And that there was a responsibility for us to see into the light of the boulder, the light of all the light, so that we weren't stuck on the outside surface.
Oh, thank you for highlighting that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. Wow. Thank you for sharing your experience. Powerful.
And
I
I'm
have to
really
tell you. Go on.
enjoying seeing what's happening up in Bombala, because it's quite different at the coast.
Oh, at Tanya's?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sitting at the boulder.
Oh, are you?
Yes. My back was resting at this amazing.
No. Oh, wow. There's the boulder.
Yeah. And
Oh my gosh. Oh, I have chills up the back.
there's all the boulders around, and I was resting against these boulders through the whole transmission. And so when Heather was mentioning about the boulder, I just started laughing and giggling, because I felt, wow, I'm sitting on top of a boulder and resting against a boulder, and there's Monty on a boulder, and there's this area is full of boulders, and it's just a beautiful, magical area.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Heather.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
It's an honor to meet you, beloved boulder being.
Yes, they are just incredible. Yeah, what a morning. Wow.
So this morning, after these transmissions came through, I smelled smoke, and I looked off, and right across the street, a fire was beginning. It was smoldering. And I went right over, I walked over, I had to see, I didn't see flames, just smoke. And we were just starting fire season. We're very similar to Australia in climate. And there was indeed a fire starting with a thick log, a fallen tree that was smoldering probably overnight. And I called 911, but then I ran and got 8 gallons of water and brought it down, and we started pouring it on and putting out the fire, and it was all fine. We had just started when the flames were coming out. And it just felt very part of the energy. You know, it's very high frequency energy, but then meeting it in the way with the softness of our heart like this. It's like the water element, the tears that come because of the joy. Tanya was speaking of the tears, and Kitty had tears, and yes, I don't know exactly what it all means, but it's I feel again a field of miracles.
I feel I'm sitting right in the middle of this miracle with the fog has crawled up from the valley while you're talking about the water particles, and now the sun rays are shining through the fog, and then I can see the spider webs glistening in the sun rays in the dead tree branches, and the morning dew is shining in the sun rays. It's just magic. I feel like in magic land.
Yes, it's the diamond body.
Yes, it's just amazing.
Wow. So the new earth is here. It doesn't sound like hogwash. Because we're feeling where that actually is co-created. And I don't like labeling things. You know, even calling it a diamond body sounds very much like a really good story, but it was what was wanted as a frequency holder, to go directly to the glistening of the dew in the sunlight and the spider webs emerging from the mist in the rising sun within.
Mm.
Would anyone else like to share? We take a breath of this very high frequency infused air, interbreathing. As one diamond body, and remembering the importance of our attention. So we add our attention. We watch the miracle of growth. And the cow just mooed. So let's breathe this in now and gently bathe in the emerging realization. And let's breathe this out now as a gift to the whole. Through the soles of our feet, the palms of our hands, portal opened in the center of our chest, and the top of our head, higher than we've ever gone before, deeper than we've ever rooted. We breathe and circulate this good news. Maybe we should all move. Move.
Om.
Muzzle to the earth. I love it. So much love and gratitude and awe of all of you. Thank you for being here, for being Easter blessing.
Thank you all.
Love you. We'll see you soon.
Love to all.
Namaste.
Love to you. So good to see you.
Thank you. Blessing for your day.
Yes, and to yours too. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.